6th grade math with Mr. Anderson.
Okay, class, today we'll be multiplying a mixed number by a whole number. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, what we have to do is we have to turn our mixed number into an improper fraction. Okay, now we've done this for the last couple of chapters. Remember how we do this? We multiply this and add this. And the bottom stays the same, right? So 4 times 5 equals 20. 20 plus 3 is 23. And the bottom stays the same. It always stays the same, right? Okay, so that's the key here. We turn this mixed number into an improper fraction. And then write down 5 over 1. Now, can we simplify here? Well, the 5 and the 4, you can't. The 23 and the 1, you can't. So, no simplifying here, which means we have to multiply straight across. Now, I stole all these problems from iExcel. So, yeah, it's going to be a little extra work here for these next couple of days. So that is 23 times 5 is 115. 4 times 1 is 4. Now we can't leave it like this, just like we've been saying for a while now. So every fraction is a division problem. So 115 divided by 4. The 4 is split into 11, that's 2. 8 subtract 3. Bring down to 5. How many 4s fit into 35? That would be 8. Yep, that'd be 8, excuse me. 8 times 4 is 32. Subtract 3. There's nothing left, so remainder 3. So that would be 28 wholes. And 3 over 4, because the bottom number stays the same again. The remainder goes on top. So 28 and 3/4 would be my answer. Yeah, a few more steps on this, isn't it? These are all things you've done before and you can do. Okay, this one. Remember the first thing we do? Turn the mixed number to improper, times and plus. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. Bottom stays the same. Times 4 over 1. Can't simplify those two. Can't simplify those two, so we go straight across. 32 over 7. So I have to divide. 32 divided by 7. That would be 4. 7 times 4 is 28. Subtract, so you get 4. I'll do that for you. And then such remainder 4. So the answer is 4 and 4/7. Okay, try this one. And then push play when you have it, and we'll check it. Times plus. So that would be 36. 36 plus 5 is 41 over 12. Ooh, this is a toughie. All right, times 5 over 1. So again, we can't simplify anything, can we? Bummer. Okay, so I'm going to write down 41 times 5 up here. 1 times 5 is 5. 4 times 5 is 20. So 205. And then 12 times 1, just multiply straight across, is 12. All right. Fortunately, we can't leave it like this, so we have to divide. 205 divided by 12. Now, why can't we just leave it at 205 over 12? That's just kind of a strange number. We usually don't deal with numbers like that. We like the whole number and a fraction, a mixed number here. How many 12s fit into 20? That's 1. That would be 8. Bring down to 5. How many 12s fit into 85? Well, let's see. 12 times 7 is 84. Subtract 1. Remainder 1. So my answer is 17 and 1 12th. Okay, so maybe one of the trickier things we'll be doing today is this long division. Okay, we'll be doing the kind of same things tomorrow too. All right, try this one and pause it. Push play when you have it. Okay, here we go. So 5 over 1 times plus 5 times 5 is 25 plus 3 is 28 over 5. Now, it would have made it a lot easier if you simplified first, right? Look at the diagonals here, and 5 goes into that once, 5 goes into that once, and look at that. Boom. Multiply straight across. 1 times 28 is 28. 1 times 1 is 1. So it's 28. Okay? If you didn't simplify it first, you'd have done some long division there, wouldn't you? That would have made it a little bit tougher. So always check to see if you can simplify before you multiply. All right, try this one. And yes, you can simplify before you multiply in this one. Okay? Go ahead. All right. Times plus 9 over 5 times 5 over 1. 5 goes into 5 once. 5 goes into 5 once. Equals 9. Or 9 over 1, right? Okay. I'll give you a hint. You can simplify before you multiply in this one too. So go ahead and push play when you have it. Alright, 10 times 2 is 20, plus 7 is 27. So that's 27 tenths times 4 over 1. Now I said you could simplify, right? So if you look at the 4 and the 10, the diagonals, one's on the bottom, one's on the top. I notice they're both even, so I can divide both by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And now I can multiply straight across. 27 times 2 is 54. 5 times 1 is 5. What does that equal as a mixed number? Well, how many 5s fit into 54? That's 10. There'd be 4 left over. Bottom stays the same. I'm just not sure how I did that. You divide it out. 5s fit into 4. 0. Don't forget that 0. 0 times 5 is 0. Subtract. We have 4 again. Remainder 4. So as you can see, that is the correct answer. Okay. Last one. I think it's a doozy. Maybe it isn't. We'll see. All right. Push play when you have it. Times plus. So that is 36. 36 plus 11 is 47. And the bottom stays the same with 12 times 4 over 1. Oh. Yeah, if you simplify, it makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? How many 4s fit into 4? 1. How many 4s fit into 12? 3. Multiply across, 47 over 3. Okay, so 47 divided by 3 is 1. 1, bring down to 7. That's 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Subtract, you get 2. I said that weird. And so we have 15. And 2 is the remainder, and the bottom stays the same. Thirds. 15 and 2/3 is your answer. Okay? So I guess the key is to simplify before you multiply, right? And before that, change any mixed numbers to improper fractions. All right. Good luck. If you have questions, let me know.